Although something I am going to make. I told myself I was gonna make a bow first, but since knowing as we can't craft arrows or, you know, craft anything important out of stone, we're gonna have to do this the hard way. I keep thinking you're gonna run off, but you keep just coming back in here. Are you like bound to this house, or are you just a spirit or something? I'm starting to realize it's been like an actual long while since I don't know, I guess sat down and played Minecraft. Just for playing it, I guess. I guess I'm just gonna be sitting here fishing until something comes to mind. I've had this idea to, I don't know, just make a hardcore Minecraft video, but, you know, play it the way I actually want to play it. I don't know, I guess I just had this... I guess lack of motivation. Because, well, I don't know, you go onto YouTube and search up Minecraft hardcore, and what do you find? Oh, my amazing start to hardcore Minecraft, my perfect start to hardcore Minecraft, and it's like, I don't know, it becomes saturated. I guess it's not even just the saturation, it's just everyone's trying to play hardcore Minecraft the same exact way, and it's disheartening in a way. This feels like an unpopular opinion, but I generally like fishing in Minecraft. Like, I get that it's boring, people really don't like it, it's not really necessarily engaging, but I'm genuinely alright with that. It doesn't necessarily take much for me to be entertained. I don't know, I just want to dig a big hole, man. I don't know. And I'm not talking about like in the way of trying to explain something to your significant others, like, oh no, babe, don't worry. The reason why I had human remains in the closet, there wasn't any room in the trash can. Why did I put it in my closet instead of just putting it outside? Oh, because I wanted to, you know, it's like not that kind of hole. Obviously, I guess. Why would you put human remains in your closet? Well, I mean, I can think of a couple of reasons, but that's not necessarily sanitary. I guess you could make it sanitary. But yeah, fishing in Minecraft is nice, actually, in my opinion. I don't necessarily... I see why people don't like it and find it boring and, you know, an entire waste of time, but I don't know. If you've been, I guess, I don't know, I guess I just like fishing. Even fishing IRL. I remember one time there was this class assignment, this is also the first time I went fishing as well, where we all like left school, we went to this local lake where there's a whole bunch of fish, and we just started fishing. If you caught a fish, you got an A. If you didn't, well, you got a 95. And guess what? I didn't catch a single fish, but I still enjoyed my time. That also brings me to another point. So Valentine's Day is coming up. It's about right around the corner, not even 2 weeks away. Or maybe 3 weeks or something, I don't know. But people always say, "Oh, don't worry, you don't need like anyone like them. They're awful for you. You'll find someone better, etc., etc. There are plenty of fish in the sea." Listen, knowing me and my fishing experience, catching literally nothing except seaweed and seagrass and algae, you know, not necessarily anything akin to fish. But whenever people say that to me, it's like, wow, you mean to tell me I have like this one incredibly rare catch, and it's like, oh, don't worry, plenty of fish in the sea. You'll catch another one. One, oh sweet. Two, something that I caught wasn't necessarily a fish. It was more of like a shark or a giant electro octo squid or a massive sea serpent, you know, and I came across them by chance. I guess a lot of fate was put into that too, but I've gotten to the point where I'm very, very comfortable with myself and by myself, I guess. Granted, a few issues, mainly just self-deprecation, but I do that to keep myself in check. I get I should stop doing things like that, you know. I end up hurting myself more than I think it would help me. But overall, I've grown contempt just being within my own company. But I had like this slight epiphany, because I know at a moment's notice I can start pulling myself together if need be. If it really, really, really comes down to it. That was also being, you know, I guess just comfortable being alone. Relationships seem, well, I guess they've always seemed a little bit foreign to me, even from before my first romantic relationship. I guess first two romantic relationships, they didn't necessarily end well or in my favor. A lot of cheating and disrespect as well. I just hate feeling like I'm being wronged, I guess, so I try to spin it in a way that I'm, you know, in the wrong, if that makes any sense. I don't like to be the victim, quote unquote. I think it's just easier knowing that, hey, I've done something wrong and I get to beat myself up over it, instead of just knowing that, hey, yeah, I've been wronged and I don't know how to feel about this, I guess. Maybe I'm just using it more and more as an excuse. And I get that's like a stupid thing to worry about, or I guess just admit, but it's I'm trying to work on giving myself a lot more credit, leeway, and self-respect. It just feels a bit weird. But I generally do really miss that feeling of, you know, being in a relationship, I guess. Because before it was such a foreign concept to me. Like, why the hell would I be in a relationship? I'm perfectly fine on my own. And then it kind of just clicked, you know. I guess maybe because it's like, for a good long while when I was in elementary, there was no, I guess, definitive emotional connect. Except outside of my friends, and, you know, being in elementary, you're not thinking about dating. Or at least you don't typically think about dating. But I guess, I don't know. The three people that have generally liked me on a deeper level than just, you know, being friends. The three of them have admittedly done some irreversible damage to my psyche. Not irreversible, just it hurts. Man, you should be able to convert rotten flesh by cooking it into leather. Mo Yang, please hire me. I'm your idea guy. They saw me as more than just a friend. Not entirely in a romantic sense, but more of like like making a point of always trying to help each other out and be by our sides regardless. And then, I don't know, they were just a very abusive and manipulative person. The funny thing is, they gaslit me so much that I essentially learned what gaslighting was, because, well, I didn't know what gaslighting was even a thing. I didn't even know that it was a term. Mainly because, well, they're trying to gaslight me into thinking that I was gaslighting them. It's hilarious, actually, thinking about it now. But the mental abuse and emotional manipulation just didn't stop. It had gotten so bad to the point where I felt like I'd have to apologize for every small thing I did that even upset them remotely, or even minutely, rather. They'd always try to blow up at the smallest things. I remember them showing off a jean jacket. Denim jacket? Is there a difference, or is it like the same? I guess that's not really the point. I remember them trying to show off a denim jacket, asking for my opinion. I was like, it doesn't really suit them, or, and I quote, it doesn't really suit you. It's a little too big and bulky. To which they kinda blew up at it. I don't necessarily know why. Well, I guess. Well, I mindlessly fat finger. No, mindlessly clicked on accident. I guess I know why they blew up at that. But they essentially made a point thinking or saying that I was body shaming them, you know. You're saying that the jacket doesn't suit me because of the way my body is shaped. It's like, no, not necessarily. It's just it just really didn't suit your style, you know. You're trying to wear a lot of this pastel emo goth, and then you put on this really like 90s kid denim jacket with a whole bunch of buttons on it. It's like, that's not really, you know. But I guess I get why, you know, trying to keep me in line for them, for themselves. Maybe I'm giving them a little too much decency or something. Maybe I'm just giving them another excuse. Because I always try to tell people, and myself mainly, that they're not really that much of a bad person. I immediately try to like come up with like a select few reasons as to why I think that, then I realize that 5 good deeds don't outweigh 100. You know, 100 bad ones. And, you know, the person that actually liked me romantically a lot, it was like we complimented each other so well to the point where it feels like we kind of both agreed to not be we both agreed that it was like this dynamic duo, dream team, time attack. It didn't necessarily have that much romantic interest, you know, aside from the romantic feelings I end up developing in some ways. Not like purely romantic, but it's like, oh yeah, I can, you know, I like this. I can get with this. I kind of want to see where this goes. And you know, even then, I remember her saying that we're not necessarily a perfect match, but we're a golden pair designed to do so. And even then, after her saying a whole bunch of stuff like that, it kind of hurts even more knowing that I wasn't necessarily enough or what they had wanted. And I'm kind of alright with that, I guess. Mainly because I know being on my own isn't a bad thing. I've grown quite comfortable with it. But I do miss those feelings. You know, being romantically inclined, being loved, being able to love someone. I don't miss it with them. I just miss... I don't miss being with them romantically. I just miss the romantic feeling, I guess. So, you know, it's like, wow. I don't think I'll be able to truly experience that again. Of course, that's just me talking, or me trying to keep myself in check so I don't get, you know, delulu, because delulu is not the Sululu. But, what's up, Mizura? How you doing? It's definitely one of those feelings that I do solemnly miss a lot. Miss a lot, it might be... Mizura? What the hell? Are you like on the roof? You totally are. Where'd you get a chicken? Hell yeah. Oh, they don't have the 3D model anymore. Fair enough. I really did like, you know. I have no idea where that, like, whole love... Death, Sex, and Robots? Love, Death, and Robots? Sex and the City? I have no idea where any of that tangent came from. That kind of just... Wow, that whole fishing got... It got you a little emotional, didn't it?